Good morning. On this Thursday, we've got some good visibility right here in Fargo. You can see there are some low clouds, though, out there impacting your morning. So there are places where those clouds are low enough that they're scraping the surface where we have some dense fog that's developed here. So that's our main concern to start the day. Of course, I know a lot of people wondering about that potential storm system, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first off, what you're going to encounter this morning out west is dense fog right along that Highway 281 corridor and west from there. That's where we have that dense fog advisory in effect until noon today. And here's a look at our latest reports. They're very low. We're down to 0 in Carrington, a half mile in Candue and Devil's Lake. Jamestown's a little bit on the low side, but not as bad as some of those other locations at 5 miles. And other spots in the valley, we're seeing slight lowering, but mostly we're looking pretty good, especially compared to what they're dealing with out in Devil's Lake. Here's a look at our temperatures. We are in the 20s to some 30s, 34 degrees in Fargo, so above freezing, 33 in Grand Forks. It's 30 in Jamestown and in Fosston, we're at 30. Air is calm in a lot of places. If we do have any wind, depends on where you are. Some of us getting wind out of the southeast, some of us out of the northeast, up to about 10 miles per hour. And we're still dealing with some cloud cover, perhaps a couple of flurries underneath these clouds up in the northeast, otherwise looking pretty quiet. Your tri-state view looks quiet as well. So getting a little bit of a breather today between wintry events to prepare for the next round coming up for tomorrow. So here's a look at your hour-by-hour planners. For today, again, quiet, just mainly on the cloudy side. We'll have that potential for some flurries, maybe even a little bit of sprinkles because temperatures will be mild. Starting off this morning below 0 or below freezing, I should say, or right around freezing. And as we get into the noon hour, we'll be into the mid to upper 30s. So warming things up, mostly cloudy. And by the afternoon, some of us hitting 40 degrees in the Southern Valley. Fargo, 41 the high. Up in the Northern Valley, we're looking at some mid to upper 30s. And again, can't rule out a flurry or two underneath these clouds today. I'm hopeful some of us will get a little break in the clouds and get to see some sunshine this afternoon. But generally speaking, a mostly cloudy day here on this Thursday. Into this evening, after sunset, those temperatures will dip a little bit, but it's still looking pretty mild for tonight. Now, we do want to look ahead to tomorrow, that storm system that's threatening us. We'll start off tomorrow morning just fine. We'll be quiet, temperatures pretty mild. The wind will be starting to pick up at that point. We'll start to notice a little more of a breeze, especially because it's been so quiet lately. Getting into the later morning hours, it gets a little bit stronger. And in addition to that, we start to see this system move in. It's going to be out west first, down in the James River Valley, and then kind of spread its way to the north and east. The big question is, will we see rain or snow? And if we do see rain, how long will it take to switch over to snow? That'll be a big factor here in just how much snow we accumulate in parts of the valley. Right now, our forecast model indicating a lot of snow, more on the side of that than rain, but other models showing more rain in the first part of this system. So still kind of questioning here just how much snow we're going to get. But if we do end up with a decent amount of snow starting off initially with this storm, you can see this around 4 o'clock on Friday, mainly in eastern North Dakota at this point and in the far south. If we do see that, we're going to see those totals add up. We'll show you our potential in just a moment. Wind speeds strong, gusting into some 30s here for your Friday afternoon, and that snow spreads eastward, mid 30s around 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and snow coming down at that point. That will continue into the overnight hours and early part of the day on Saturday as well. Let's take a look at our snowfall potential. Some places might not see much at all. Others may end up with several inches of snow. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches for a good portion of the valley, with some areas, large areas, that could end up with more than 6 inches of snow again with this system. So it's a heavy snowfall producer, and we do have some headlines associated with that. A winter storm watch starting up tomorrow morning for most of our viewing area in the watch, and that lasts through Saturday morning. Warnings already issued to the west because the storm system will approach them earlier than us here in the Red River Valley. And checking out your 7-day planner, still mild. Here's the thing, even if we do get several inches of snow, it's going to be warm. We're looking at above freezing temperatures for your highs through the weekend. So there's going to be a lot of slush out there, a lot of melting happening. It's just going to be messy and just basically unpleasant to be out in it here through the weekend. Sunday, another round could be affecting us as well into early Monday. So several days of more gloom, more gray that we have to get through, and potentially some hazardous weather too coming up as soon as tomorrow.
Thank you, Lisa. A new big name store is opening today in West Fargo. We'll have the details next.